The girl gently stroked the dead dog. She prayed devoutly to God. The next second, the dog miraculously came back to life. This wasn't the first time she had revived an animal. A few days earlier, she and her brother were fishing by the lake. They accidentally found a dead bird. She felt heartbroken, so she prayed to God to bring it back to life. Suddenly, a breeze blew past. The bird came back to life. Her brother and his girlfriend were stunned. When they got home, the girl told her grandfather, but he said it was just an illusion. The next day, the girl gave her friend a drawing. It showed him making a slam dunk. The boy loved basketball, but after an accident, he could no longer play. The girl comforted him, then held his hand and prayed. This time, nothing happened. But the next day, when the boy went to the hospital for a checkup, he discovered he could move his toes. The doctor thought it was just a coincidence, but when he stepped out of the room, the boy walked out with his father. The doctor was shocked. It was a medical miracle. A reporter heard about the case and immediately reported it on TV. The next morning, patients seeking help arrived non-stop. This deeply worried the girl's parents. They feared their daughter would become different, constantly followed and disturbed by others. But the kind-hearted girl still walked outside. She approached a blind girl, held her hand, and began to pray. When the blind girl slowly removed her glasses, she saw the girl's angelic smile. Then she took another child's hand, and the paralyzed boy slowly stood up. But the repeated prayers left her completely exhausted. In the end, she collapsed to the ground. The doctor told her family that she had a brain tumor. Her life was nearing its end, and that God was only an illusion. The girl wished her mother would take her back to the small lake from before, because she believed God would appear again. But her parents wanted to take her to the hospital for treatment. When her grandfather heard the news, he quietly went to the lake, praying to God to save the girl, even if it meant giving up his own life. At the same time, everyone she had helped was praying for her. Just then, her father found a painting. It predicted that God would come to take her away. While everyone was drowning in sorrow, her brother found another painting. It showed God returning the girl to the world. The next second, the girl opened her eyes. She would continue to stay in this world with her loved ones. Then she stepped outside and made one final wish.